My 25M girlfriend 26F wants me to have time with her best friend 26F. For starters, I love my girlfriend more than anything. Our year together has been the best time of my life, and I hope I can call her my wife one day because she's the best thing this planet has to offer, bar none. She's so ridiculously selfless it's a joke. Her best friend's boyfriend left her a month ago after cheating on her with multiple different women. She's not in a good place to say the least. My girlfriend is spending a hell of a lot of time with her recently and not so much with me. Which is fine in my eyes. Her best friend is in a crisis right now and she's being supportive. My girlfriend said to her that she would ask me if I could spend a night with her to help her feel better, which was my girlfriend's idea. Yesterday night we were together and she was talking about her friend with me and she was saying that she was lonely, felt rejected, and is desperate for attention. My girlfriend asked me if I found her friend at all attractive and I was a little taken back by it, but she's a good-looking girl, not as good-looking as my girlfriend obviously, so I was kind of just like yeah, sure. She explained to me that she would ask me if I would sleep with her once just to help her feel better, and she went on to say that she's not only okay with it, but she really wants me to do this, going as far as to say please, do it for me if not for her. She promised me that she's okay with it and she won't get jealous or anything. I told her I would think about it. I guess I wouldn't mind just the once, but I don't want to be pimped out every time her friend feels a little upset or lonely. I'm not just some toy to be shared. On one hand I would like to help, but on the other hand this seems kind of out there. What would you do in this situation? Edit, I told her no, after reading only 5 comments. Redditors reactions update after. Redditor 1, lol what? Redditor 2, 1 week later, honey, I will duck my new coworker, it's okay, you ducked my friend. Redditor follow up, she already cheated on him and wants to make it up. You spez, typo. Redditor 3, no. 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 This is opening a can of worms that should never be opened. Tell her you are uncomfortable with it. This is a bad idea, up. Run as far away from this situation as you can get. Tell GF a big fat resounding no, end of discussion. If her friend is that lonely and sad, maybe your girlfriend can find her a one-night stand, like what she's trying to do with you. That's holy s it, bad idea. Redditor 4, her promises about jealousy mean nothing. Complicated feelings will arrive. Opening up a relationship is not something to take lightly. Also, the one time to make her feel better thing is dubious. People are rarely able to just have time once and then turn all of that energy off. I'm all for open relationships when people are both on the same page and really talk it out, but this sounds really stupid and almost certain to blow up in your face. Who knows? Redditor follow up, I second this. It's possible the GF is interested in exploring a triad situation but doesn't know how to bring it up. Maybe this is her kink? Op should talk to her more in depth about the GF's mentality to see if this is something she is truly interested in or just some weird test. If it's a test, duck the friend, fail the test, and get out of there because people who play these mind games aren't worth your time. Update my 25M girlfriend 26F wants me to have time with her best friend 26F. I did in the end get to the bottom of this, and people having messaging me for an update, so here it is. A few things that I want to address first that came up a few times. She has not and is not cheating, with her friend or another man or otherwise. Not a trap test. This is not a f-tish for her. I did ask why she couldn't just go on Tinder or something, and apparently that isn't an option because her friend is shy and wimpy. She isn't telling me to cheat on her. The fact she's asking me and saying she's okay with it makes it not cheating by definition. Whoever said she wanted to push us away from monogamy towards polyamory open relationship was kind of right. She only wanted to include her friend, she didn't want it completely open. If you want the short version, she made a passing encouraging comment to me about it. Asking me if I thought she looked good today, and that she knows I don't want to do it but she's cool with it if I wanted to change my mind. Theoretical boyfriend sharing conversations have been going on between them since long before me and her friend's ex came into their lives. I have decided I am uncomfortable with their friendship and I'm working on an exit plan, but I haven't decided if I want to leave yet. If you want the long version, me and my girlfriend have had numerous extensive conversations about it, 3 or 4 of which included her friend as well. Don't even know where to start. So I asked her why she asked me to do it, and she told me that she wanted me to just lift her friend's spirit a little bit, and that she thought we'd both enjoy ourselves. I tell her about the sheer weight of what she's suggesting, and she said she's already thought it through before even suggesting it and is completely fine with it. We were chilling at her friend's house and her friend went to the toilet, and my girl said to me, "Don't you think she looks really pretty today?" I kind of shrugged and nodded, and she went on to say that I can change my mind about not doing it if I wanted to. I ignored that comment. All 3 of us spoke about it, and her friend was super embarrassed, could hardly look me in the eyes. Nothing new really came from this conversation, but her friend did admit that she had thought about it many times since she met me, which my girlfriend knew about because they can say these things to each other and not freak out. These girls are ridiculously close and have been best friends for over 17 years, so they are just tied at the hip and nothing can really shake their bond. My girlfriend and me got drunk together, and I decided to bring it up again in a ploy to try and get more answers out of her. So I asked her what she wanted to happen, best case scenario, had I decided to go through with it. A lot of people were saying all sorts of different acid in my last thread about this, and there is one thing that you are all correct about, and that is that something a bit weird was going on. She told me that if all went well between us and we wanted to do it again, she would have been okay with it too. She explained to me that over the many years that she and her best friend have been best friends, for they have had many conversations about sharing a boyfriend between them, completely theoretical and based in fantasy. She would have liked to explore that, but didn't expect it from me in the slightest. A week after her friends break up, these conversations sparked back up, and my girlfriend thought, duck it, she wanted to see if I was into it. I asked why she even wanted that kind of thing, and she said that she loves me and she loves her, and that me and her friend get on really well, and I admitted to finding her attractive, so she thought it could work. She made a joke about how I better give her more time than her friend should we find ourselves in a 3-way relationship. I told her that I had no clue in the slightest what to even say to that, and she told me not to make it a big deal because I already said no. I was a bit offended, because being told this would be a big deal to anyone. She wanted to bring her friend into our relationship. She got a bit angry at me and told me to stop bringing it up and making a big deal out of it, because it's not like I want to bang another dude and you already said no and I'm not forcing you. She cited my higher time drive as one reason such an arrangement would work. I called BS on that immediately because yes, I do have a higher time drive than her, but our time life is far from dead and we have it a few times a week, just not every day, which I would prefer, but I'm so over that. I asked why we couldn't just do a threesome or something, and she told me that she doesn't want to be a part of her friend's time life. We can take turns, I don't mind. Pretty angry, she still doesn't understand the entire gravity of this. She just thinks it's not a big deal because she doesn't want to duck anyone else. She reassured me that they don't want an extra man involved and it would purely be a trio arrangement. Her friend seems to understand how much they've ducked up, but my girlfriend is just oblivious. My thoughts? So, she's poly, I guess? At least a little bit? I'll admit I'm not down with such an arrangement. I wonder if her friend's ex knows about this joint fantasy of theirs? I've decided that their friendship is not something I'm comfortable with anymore, and I'm thinking about leaving her, but I don't know if I will yet. I think they might be codependent. Stop telling me I'm living a dream. My girlfriend basically just came out and told me that our intimacy doesn't mean as much to her as it does to me, even if she didn't use those words exactly. How is that a ducking dream? My relationship and future plans have potentially been ruined because of this. I think that covers all bases. I'll try to answer questions. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, I first thought, lucky dude, what's the problem? But then I thought, oh it. Wait a minute. If I were really in love with this girl more than anyone else and wanted a strong bond with her, for her to feel the same about me, then she wouldn't want me to develop feelings for anyone but her, right? So that means if your girlfriend is okay with you sleeping with and developing feelings for her best friend, she doesn't value you all that much. In fact, worst case scenario, she might just be using you for fun and to have as a trophy boyfriend or something, especially since she wants to share you with her best friend so badly. Think about it, her best friend is the other closest person to her, right? There are so many ways this could go wrong and she doesn't care. Why take the risk? You said your future plans were ruined, you thought about marrying her? I wouldn't, something isn't right here. It's tough to build a strong marriage with a girl who is okay with you being with anyone else but her. Why can't her best friend get a boyfriend she's attracted to? Maybe they just want to try it out as a one-time thing. So why can't you all have a threesome? Your GF doesn't want to be in her friend's S-time life lol. She already is in her friend's S-time life by mentioning any of this. Op answer, I kind of agree with your last sentence. And also that if I stay then my hopes for marriage are off the table now. I think her friend just wants someone she's already comfortable with and not just some random. I told my girlfriend that a threesome is the best way to go about this and she would just much rather we did it one-on-one. Redditor 2, in regards to the no big deal comment, your girlfriend needs to acknowledge and understand that they have been talking and thinking about this for years. You did not have that privilege, so yes, it is a big deal to you. I suspect they had this ideal of you being all woohoo. I get to sleep with someone else and are confused, upset that you are not all in. It is possible they see their love for each other as a strong, deep bond, and that is okay as some people are wired to have that with multiple people at one time. It is also okay if you don't and aren't interested. Op answer, exactly, she just seems unable to grasp why I was so taken back by her suggestion. I would definitely not put it past her to be romantically interested in her friend even though she isn't sexually interested in her. Redditor 3, good grief, whatever you call this or she calls it or no matter how you roll it in powdered sugar, she wants you to do something you do not want nor believe in. Your real issue here is coming to terms with the fact that she revealed she is incompatible with you and your needs, end it and move on, and as soon as possible. This won't end well and the longer you hang on and ruminate about this the more it will hurt.